out. They've come out. They've got a score and a steal and a breakaway here opportunity, and the lead is back up now to 18. That was an excellent timeout by Jimmy Lynam.
Hawkins now 7 of 7 from the line. It's 84-66. Livingston to Purdue. Purdue a little behind the back pass. Comes back to Will Purdue. He had a block going up, battling for the rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball. Jump ball. I'll tell you, this Philadelphia team playing some very inspired basketball right now on both ends of the court.
Chicago is looking for some answers right now. It's like they can't get anything going, and they have this bewildered look on their face.
They just seem to be totally out of sync and have really since the first quarter.
Now Horace Grant's going to tip this ball back to either B.J. Armstrong or Michael Jordan. If they can read this, if Barkley reads this, he can get a dunk on the other end if he'll cut in front of him. If you see where the guys are lined up, he's going to tip it to either B.J. or Michael Jordan. See if Barkley can read it.
Michael comes up with it. Hawkins stays with him. Brad taking the shot. The basket's good.
Horace Grant is playing great basketball. Much improved player.
That's 4 fouls now on Hersey Hawkins.
Now that's a touch foul right there. Hersey Hawkins right there reaches in to get the foul. Horace Grant, the turning J. Now Hawkins has to sit down. It'll be the first time that Brian Oliver will see Michael Jordan. Let's see what that matchup creates now for the Chicago Bulls.
Grant now with 21 points. That's only 4 away from his career high. He has really been the most effective offensive player for Chicago tonight.
When they make the free throws, it also gives them a chance to put on their full court pressure. You throw long and you got it dunked.
And there's Barkley on the receiving end.
That's what you have to do when you get all people up in the front court. He tried to do it earlier, and Minute threw it away. That time, good eye contact and over the top.
Barkley now at 28, the lead back up to 17.
Going to Michael Jordan off the screen, see if he can create.
He fell down. The ball off his fingertips, out of bounds.
Have to put some stickum on those Air Jordans.
Not very good ball movement by Chicago tonight. They seem to be getting down one end of the court, making one pass, and then the player on the receiving end is the one that tries to make something happen.
Well, what they're going to have to resort to is running a lot of things for Michael, and Philadelphia is going to try to load up on that in the fourth quarter.
Dawkins got fouled. B.J. Armstrong got him. That's Armstrong's second.
B.J. Armstrong, his second, the team's third.
Great speed and quickness. We see Phil Jackson right now with a look on his face like what is going on, but Johnny Dawkins off the drive. They ruled that B.J. Armstrong pushed him in the back. Will Purdue with the block up top.
Johnny Dawkins, who had a great preseason, having a great opening night of the regular season. 18 points, now 19 to go along with 8 assists. He's also picked up a few rebounds, although guards don't make their living off the boards. And Dawkins now with 20. His backcourt mate, Hersey Hawkins, has 17. So the starting guards for the 76ers tonight have accounted for 37 points, and Charles Barkley has 28. They've been the 3 keys for Philadelphia.
Michael working very hard against Oliver. You know he's going to the free throw line. You can see, I could watch that coming the whole time.
And when you're Brian Oliver, you're going to get a couple of fouls called when you're trying to guard Michael Jordan for the first time.
Well, first of all, he's got to understand that when Michael catches the ball here and looks at him and sticks his tongue at him, that's called step.
Oliver known as a very good defensive player, but Michael got him that time.
Michael has struggled in the preseason with his free throw. He tried to make an adjustment, and it did not work. He's now back to his old style, but he was struggling at the free throw line in the preseason. I think he shot about 72%. Last year, 89% shooter.
He makes both of these. He has 11 in the quarter, 17 in the game. It's a 17-point Philadelphia lead, though. Chicago backcourt pressure applied against the rookie Brian Oliver.
Got to throw the ball ahead. They got 3 against 2. Get it ahead. The clock's winding down.
Yeah, I don't think he got it across the line in time. He didn't.
10-second violation.
A 10-second violation by Oliver, trying to get that ball across the timeline. He was unable to handle the pressure, and Charles Barkley with some fatherly advice there.
Now what's going to happen, Johnny Dawkins is their point guard. He's got to go back and get the basketball and get it out of Brian Oliver's hands. Don't force him to handle the ball against the press.
Chicago now down by 17 with 2:40 to go in the third. They give it to Jordan.
Run in isolation.
The shot didn't open up for him, so he gets it easy. J. Armstrong drills the jumper. His first two of the night. A 15-point Philadelphia lead. Mahorn sets the pick for Dawkins. What a game he's having.
They've answered every attempt by Chicago to make a run. Johnny Dawkins has played a sensational basketball game.
22 points tonight for Dawkins. The lead back up to 17.
Right now, if you're Philadelphia, you don't want to foul and put Chicago on the free throw line. Make them continue to make jump shots.
It just seems, Doug, like every time a pass is made by Chicago, as Armstrong hits another one, the player who receives the ball just stands there for a moment trying to figure out what to do next with it.
They're thinking pass right now and not thinking about reacting.
Philadelphia still has a 15-point lead with about a minute and a half to go in the third. Dawkins working against Armstrong. There's Mahorn setting that pick again. Oliver gets it over to Jaminski. Jaminski couldn't hit the jumper. Rebound comes off the floor. Will Perdue comes up with it. Gets it out to midcourt to Michael Jordan. Jordan goaltending against Barkley.
Michael Jordan.
19 points for Michael Jordan. A 13-point Philadelphia lead.
We see Michael. He is so good here because he extends and plays so big. Barkley coming to try to get the shot. Michael is starting to come alive now. 13 points here in the third quarter.
Now we're going to get some more backcourt pressure applied by Chicago here. And the veteran Dawkins brings the ball down this time.
That's what you got to do. You got to get it in your point guard's hands.
Now Oliver. Oliver with Jordan on him. Off to Barkley. Jordan comes over and picks him up. Tipped by Jordan to Livingston. Back to Michael. Oliver is back. He got a hand in there, but Michael right around it. And Jordan is coming to life here in the third quarter. It's an 11-point Philadelphia lead. Tipped out by who?
I don't think they know. I think they're going to call a jump ball.
They're going to call it a jump ball because two different officials have two different interpretations.
The Bulls defense right now are like sharks feeding. They're smelling some blood and they're going for it. Michael in the open court. They've cut 8 points off this lead now in this quarter after trailing by 19 at half.
Checking in for Chicago. Hobson. Jordan will sit down. A 10-2 run for Chicago. Most of the damage done by Jordan. There you see how he's turned his game around in this quarter. Who's going to control this one? Oliver tipped it back to Dawkins. Down to Barkley.
Boy, what a big play off the jump ball. B.J. Armstrong did not cover back. You cannot give Barkley those easy layups.
Barkley now with 30 points on the night. Philadelphia leads it by 13. You see the time remaining in the third. Perdue, Hobson, Armstrong, Grant, and Livingston out there now for Chicago. Armstrong draws a double team. Gets it off to Livingston. His jumper wouldn't go. Barkley comes away with it. Tipped away by Livingston. Livingston will take it himself.
That's where Charles has got to hold it for the last shot, Pete. They had the clock.
An 11-point lead. Pressure in the backcourt. Dawkins in trouble. A 20-second timeout. Alertly called by Dawkins because he was very close. In fact, just 0.8 of a second away from not getting the ball across the line for the second time for the Sixers in this quarter.
Now, they must throw the ball directly in to the front court. If they throw it to the back court, they're not going to be able to get across, so they're going to have to set up a play. Charles takes the ball behind his back. Now, Livingston takes the ball right at Manute Bol, freezes him with a shot fake or a pass fake and delivers.
Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader will be coming to you from Tokyo. Ron Doolan and Hubie Brown are there to bring you the Phoenix Suns and the Utah Jazz. We hope you'll stay tuned for that. Turnovers now. Philadelphia with 14, 6 of them in this quarter. Chicago has 8. It is 92-81. Philadelphia leading it. Just under 15 seconds to go.
Now remember, they've got to throw the ball into the front court. They might bring Manute Bol up and just throw the ball high to him and let him catch the basketball. if you're Jimmy Lynam and you're thinking right now, Michael Jordan averaged 16 points a game in the